Hello buddy, my Farmman, and welcome back to episode 3 or 4 of our Let's Play on Sprinkle Farm. Now as you can see, I'm in the middle of rowing up field 6. Now there's been a few little issues that I have found with the map. In some corners of the fields it says you do not own this field. They're not massive, like chunks of grass that we're missing, but it's pretty easy to probably fix and all that shit. I think we'll do this field this way. Also, well, that's the biggest problem I found. The other one I have found is just me being picky. Is in some places there's not any grass; you can just see the bare ground, but that's just me. So that doesn't affect the map in any way. But they're the two things that I've found. I've had quite a few people tell me that this is the shit version or something like that. So yeah, how is everybody? I'm good. At the time of this recording, which is the 19th of the 7th, 2018, I just put the new tyres on my hay bob yesterday. I've also took all the old times off and everything. I need to get a vlog out about that, but I will, once I stop actually fixing them, because I've got the PZ mode to do as well, then I will most definitely get some vlogs out. I'll probably get them out a bit sooner. But yeah, I did the PTO seal on a major. First PTO seal I think I've ever done on a tractor. Nothing special. The majors are just a bit weird because you have to pull the full PTO shaft out. It's quite an odd way of doing it, which when I first actually started taking it to bits, I actually didn't think it was going to go back together again. And it was a really odd way of doing it, but it actually works quite well. Like, to do it doesn't take very long, and once you've got the shaft out, it's just 2 circlips you've got to undo and take and that's about it, and then hammer the old thing out. The next job on the list for the major is the clutch pedal is leaking, and then I've got some new oil to throw in it, make sure all the gaskets seal back up and everything that have been taken off and whatever. And then I've also got the hay bob, which I'll finish after the major because I've started the major, and the major needs to be running at least in case someone rings. I have had someone come, surprisingly, with the drought that England has had. I was on last Friday, I actually started topping someone's paddock, and I say started, I did about 2 hours, and then we had thunderstorms. And I was on a cabless major, so they said stop. Oh, I was happy to carry on. But they've got 2 paddocks, and one of them had already been topped, and the front one had been topped, and they don't want to do the front one. They still want me to go do it, but they don't want it doing till the back one's grown a bit more, because the horses haven't got any hay bought yet, so, or something like that. So, and they pretty much live outside, I think. So there are some stables for them. So yeah, if anybody knows, just off topic, in Britain, kind of, that can deliver, you know, the top of the PZ mowers, the actual like covers that the curtains or the skirts or whatever you want to call them, actually bolt to. If anybody knows where you can get one of them fairly cheap, because the one on my one is pretty old and bollocksed. I think I've managed to find one side of a curtain for it. I'm just sort of going to keep buying different parts of curtains off different ones, as long as they actually make a full one at the end, I'll be alright. But yeah, so slowly plodding on with that. I can show you the trailer as well, because the trailer is actually all outside. The road roller that we've had in the shed for ages, which is our friend, is actually going back soon this week, so I'll be able to get the woods ordered for the trailer and get that all on the go. And then I've got some pins to make for that, but I've kind of just been working on the few little things that I need to. The hay bob will be the first one finished out, the PZ and that. Like I said, I've just got to put the new tires on. I've got to take a few springs off and put a few new springs on, because there's a few that don't actually click. How a PZ works is just how a hay bob works in the way of the times is they spring back towards the arm, so they're out the road, and then as you start actually spinning it up, they fling themselves out and do it like that. But a few of mine are really loose and don't work. You can leave them, but I've got all the tines off and they're dead easy to fix and dead easy to change when there's nothing on it. So that is what shall be done. So yeah, next. Oh, what am I doing? Well, I'm hoping to. The next thing I'm hoping to buy, sort of kit-wise. Well, I'm going to save me money for now, but I'm hoping to get a bit of an upgrade on my PC at some point and just like update it and, you know, put a few better things in it just to make the videos a bit better. I know that I keep slacking in the video department, but I have like a million things I've got to get on with, and in the winter time I probably will be on more. I've also got to make my chain harrows into. I bought a non-mounted set, so a trail set, but then I was thinking if I could take the trail set and actually make them into a mounted set, easier for transport. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've got to do that as well. But yeah, so I've got a few jobs on the go. Also, we have my brother has bought. He bought a couple weeks ago. I think I've said this in a video. He bought a Series 2A Land Rover in the Land Rover Blue. Like, it's in very nice condition. 16,000 miles since new. That's all it's done. Unfortunately, we've got to take the engine out, put a clutch in it. So I've got to do that at some point with him because he's more steam and I'm more cars. A lot of people have asked to see the engine, the big engine. I will try and get a vlog of that, but it's quite difficult because it's always being worked on by Robert and, you know, various other things. And the fact that half the time I go outside, I forget to actually bring the camera outside because I could have recorded like half of what I was doing today. But I'm sorry if you hear the messenger thing. People are talking to me as always. Right, now the Discord link. I keep forgetting to change it. I know, I'm sorry, I'm a bad person. I will try to remember. I will leave a reminder on my phone so when the alarm goes off for this video, when the alarm goes off for me to get up to work, I will set a Discord link. If I don't, then come back to the video at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So say if you've watched it before you went to school, come back. I know school's out, I think, until school finishes. But anyway, come back and about 4 o'clock-ish, check again. I should have changed it. If not, then leave a comment and I shall probably fix it that way. Now, I know I said I was going to try and get all the windrowing done off camera before I started recording, but I thought the John Deere looks quite nice. The John Deere has been doing a lot of work. I've actually upgraded the tedder as well because it was taking too fucking long. Now I've got the more straw mod on, which gives you more. So we aren't going to be needing any of this, really, I don't think. I think this field and field 4, we aren't going to need. I honestly think. Well, we're going to bale it all anyway. We will bale it all. I will sit here one night and just bale everything. And, but I honestly don't think we're going to need it. I just don't think the cows are going to eat enough. The other thing, yeah, we've got to get the cows bought as well. Now, a lot of people have said. So I also got a comment asking if I have a 4610 with loader, could I buy it? I will be buying that. I've got to do a bit of an edit to it, which I want to do. I actually want to put a bigger loader on it, but I haven't had chance to sit down and actually do it. There's quite a few people that keep saying to do certain things and that. It's okay mentioning it, but some things I just can't do. Like, you know, people keep asking for links to tractors that are just like, you know, private. I know it's a pain. If it was me, I wouldn't have things private, but it's just the way it is. Someone else made them on. You know, I was lucky enough to get given it, but I can't hand it out. So yeah. Also, I may even do an edit of this map. I may sit down with a few of my friends on the share screen and see if we can come up with a better layout of the yard or something like, you know, just edit it in general and we'll see what happens. So this video, I'm just gonna do the windrowing in this video, like all the raking up. So this video might not be very long, but it's better than having nothing. I know, I know I'm very lazy. I do slack in this, like in doing this, but like I said, I'm busy. I'm not too busy to be doing it. I'm just busy, as in, like I come in and I'm just like, ugh. You know, tired, can't be arsed. I've been at work all day as well, which you've got to remember. I'm working all day, and then I'm coming home and literally not stopping till about 9 o'clock, which I know most farmers do that anyway, but, well, most farmers don't even stop, but, you know, it was a long time since I've actually done some proper farming, but I still remember it all. But, so yeah, there's the little John Deere. Hopefully we have got some audio this time. Probably a bit quieter still because I'm useless at things. I just rammed my John Deere into the wall. Also, I want to show off this. Yes, McHale 998 bale wrapper. This is released on the official website. So if you type in Farming Simulator 2017 official website, you will find this mod. Which gives us a great opportunity to make some money, because what we might actually do is we'll bale 2 fields in round and see how many we get, and if we reckon we can get away with it, we might get a quadrant 1200 and sell it all, and then we might do silage bales in squares, because we haven't done square wrapping in 17. That's my idea. If you like that idea, please leave a comment. I'm just thinking then we could have it so it was, we have some, you know, we have round bales, straw and hay, and then square bale silage, because it is all the same. As long as it's 4,000 litres, you're fine. Because a lot of people said, why don't you just do pit silage, but I don't know how well the pit works. So I could potentially do it, but I could fix it, but like I said, to every single situation that I always have, I'm busy. Right, now a lot of people said, why don't I do multiplayer as well? The one problem I have with doing this at this time of year is everybody who I kind of play multiplayer with either works or owns a farm, and alright, the drought has not made it as easy for them to make the hay and, you know, silage and everything, but they're still flat out. So playing the game and actually being able to record a multiplayer, Fs17, if what I've heard is true, which apparently you can own your own farms, and if you're on multiplayer, everyone has like separate accounts. Like you can you know, like how we were trying to do Senin Valley or Kenin Valley, whatever you want to call it. Then we will most definitely bring in back the multiplayer if you can do that in a stock game. Also, I have seen that apparently you need to add a lot more stuff to tractors now to get them into 19. Like, there's a lot more scripts and things you need to add. I will be trying to do the maps over and all that stuff, but whether I actually get Fs19 is a different story. I do love Farm Sim, and I do love it, but I'm kind of getting to the point now where I only play it in the evenings and hardly play it sometimes. You know, I'm not going to quit, but it just means that I might slowly take the channel into a sort of vlogging direction if I can get used to it. The thing I have is I get nervous, which is really weird, because I say I've been doing this like 4 or 5 years, that when I'm outside trying to talk to people, I get nervous to what to say. So, but sitting in my room doing it is just easier. So we might slowly break out into the vlogs, but I'm not entirely sure. The vlogs probably won't be as interesting. They could be interesting, but not as interesting, because it'll mainly be me working on stuff and taking forever because I really dislike working on stuff that is a pain. Like taking that PTO shaft out was an absolute... It wasn't a pain to get out, but I read a manual on it. I've got a Ford shop manual downstairs just to give me some idea of what I could be doing, because I googled it and I like looked on YouTube and people were taking off. On a major there's a big dome that's underneath it where your PTO, like where you engage your PTO and everything, and a lot of people had taken that off and a load of other weird things, and it was like, right, but I really don't want to do that, so you know, I really don't intend of taking all that shit off just to do it. And it's this, but I don't. What didn't make any sense to me was the PTO seal on mine was the rear, the very furthest seal, like before the spline shaft. And you know, you punch it into Google and all that shit, and you were getting videos of like taking it all to bits. It's like, this doesn't make any sense. So yeah. I'll also do a video on the trailer because I don't think I've done one. I think the trailer, the hay bob and the mower are all waiting for videos, and they'll just be a big joint video. Because not because I'm lazy, but just because it makes life easy, doesn't it? And they're all next to each other. I will show you in the vlog, kind of where. I think if you see it, if you go back to the updated major, you can see like an area where there's like the remnants of a fire. There is a hollowed out bit where this sort of bit of hardcore is. All in there is all my stuff, and I mean all of it. The link box is there, the 268 baler, the PZ mower, the PZ hay bob, me trail chain harrows, which I need to make into a mounted set, and me topper is all in there. And it all fits lovely along this sort of bit of road. I'll show you in the vlog. But anyway, leave your thoughts on the video. Leave if you want to see us do silage in square bales, and we'll do round for everything else. I don't know why I want to do it like that, but that's just the way I want to do it, because I want to use the wrapper. That's what I want to use, the square bale wrapper. If you want to see it done like that, you know what to do. Leave a comment. Also, like, comment, rate and subscribe and all that jazz. I've actually messed up my outro, but I'm going to carry on. Thank you everybody for watching. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more today, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have fun and goodbye.